Salute, salute, salute on my generals, on my lions, on my real men, on my kings, on my queens, on my princesses. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Chulo, aka Chu, hitting y'all live and direct. Let's jump right into it, man. Two top chop shop, picking up where we left off. Like, when I got sent to that house, the majority of everybody was knocked out sleeping. There was only like one dude up, suicide A. So I ain't really get to know nobody, but they woke up a couple of dudes that was gonna be leaving also, going to court that morning. One of them particular individuals was this dude called Don P. Don P from the Bronx, right? So me and Don P end up chopping it up that whole day. We in court. And he's letting me know the breakdown of the crib. This is my first day meeting him. You know what I'm saying? We go to Bronx Supreme Court. You know what I mean? We start talking. Everybody sees I still got the state clothes on. You know what I mean? I got the khakis on with the sweater. You know, and it's like, you know, that's when you know I'm straight from upstate. But I'm back down on Rikers for transit for this new charge I'm talking about. So me and Don P end up hitting it off. Dude is official. You know what I mean? He's a 5%er. And he basically telling me that the side I landed on was a 5%er house. He was there. My boy Knowledge was there. That dude 9T, aka 9 Taurus, he was there. Shabon was there. It was a couple. It was a bunch of 5%er guard body dudes that was there. And maybe like a handful, only like 2 bloods. But the 5%ers was basically running that house. And then on the opposite side was all the homies, and all the bloods was on the opposite side. So I landed on the side where it's still technically, we ain't at war. The Kings ain't personally at war with the 5% nation. But it's segregated as you know what when you locked up. You know what I mean? Sad to say, but it's the truth. It'd be blacks with the blacks, Spanish with the Spanish type shit. Especially when you gangbanging. Me, I never was on that type of time. I rock with you, point blank, period. You feel me? But when you in jail, some dudes just, they fall in line, you heard? They just ride that wave. So at this point, it's almost like, you know, black and brown is against each other. You know, a lot of the 5%ers is converting the bloods, and it's a lot of politics involved and shit. And like I said, the Kings, we at war with the bloods 24/7. Like, the war is fresh and lit. Like, we at odds, and we popping off every chance we get on each other. So I end up getting cool with Don P. He's like, yo, I mean, don't worry about nothing. I'm gonna get you on the phone, this and that, third. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna get on the phone regardless, you know what I'm saying? But he's like, basically like, let him third party the shit, so to speak, or second party the shit, and to avoid any type of conflict with his peoples. So he was telling me though, like the 5%ers, some of them was at war, some at odds with the bloods too. So they got their own little shit going on also, cause of that house was technically supposed to be a blood house, but the 5%ers is taking it. So there's only 2 homies in that crib. So we get back to the house finally, right? We get back to the house. We'll salute to my son Cheeseburger from the Bronx also. So Cheeseburger's a big 300-pound cheeseburger looking dude, you heard? Real talk. At this time, he ain't blood yet. He ends up turning blood down the road, I heard. I don't know how true that is. But at this time, he just neutral. He just came from Spofford. Me and him was in Spofford together. And now he in the Fall Building. So again, boom. He's the first one I see. He's like, yo, oh shit, what up, Chulo? And Cheeseburger is loud. He's loud as hell, you heard? So he sees me, boom. My boy Don P starts introducing me to all his peoples. So I'm getting to know all his peoples, whatever. They're like, yo, what's up? Boom, 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 boom. Automatically they squeeze me in with a slot time. What time was that slot time? I don't remember. I didn't care. I was just content with the fact that a nigga had slot. So I was Gucci with that. I'm like, alright. So I get on the horn, talk to my peoples, boom, boom. Everything is good money, right? So the homies next door, they end up finding out that I'm in the house. I'm the only king in the house. There's a lot of Spanish people in that crib, right? But they all crash dummies. They all day room dummies. They all in the day room, right? And except for this one Trinitario dude, and there wasn't any Trinitarios back then. It was the Dominican, the DPs. He was there. He had some time on the phone. He was Dominican, but they called him Little Bordy. And Cheeseburger, he was Puerto Rican and black. He had some slot time. And that was it. And then me. And I think it's 3 phones. We had 3 phones there, if I'm correct. I think it was 3 or 2. It might have been 2 phones. So anyway, the homies next door find out that I'm there. One of the homies that's over there, this dude called Pito, Puerto Rican blood dude from Cyprus. My memory's sharp with a lot of this shit. I remember names. That's why I'm okay with saying shit, because those are my receipts right there. So me and him had a little smoke when the last time I was on the island, we was in Fort Maine, and we got him up out of there. So he remembered me. So he's like telling the other homies over there, this dude called Face, and I forget the other dude's name, basically that I'm a plate. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like, yo, that dude Chulo right there, yo, he a plate. He did this to the homie, but my mom bang, this, that, and the third. So one of the homies that's dead, I don't remember, I think it was Face. He was basically on some shit where he didn't want to do nothing. He was on some like, yo, I'm about to go home type shit. So he wasn't really trying to pop that bottle. So while he telling me this shit, he's basically putting me on point. He's like, yo, because I wasn't aware that these dudes was sending out the kites like that to get at me, to the homies that was already in that house. So while he putting me on point, he also telling me that he ain't really with the smoke and all that. So I ain't know if he was trying to rob me to sleep. So I took the initiative to take it into my own hands, you know what I mean, and pop that bottle. So before I did that, I chopped it up with my son Don P. Salute to my son Don P, because me and Don P was cool like that. He was showing me love off the rip on some Bronx shit. So I'm like, yo, alright. I'm like, yo, Don P, I'm about to pop that bottle on this dude, boom, boom, boom. He was like, yo, he ain't care. They ain't care because they at odds with the homies too. So he was like, yo, just be on point for this dude, the other homie nigga. So now mind you, I'm Dolo. And Don P was like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna hold you down. I don't like the other dude anyway. Don P was one of them real type dudes, you heard? Long story short, dudes is the homie dudes, they on their way to go pop their cells to go take a shower. They're like, yo, boom, boom. They started to call their cell numbers out. I'm on them. I already got the ratchet out. I run up behind the nigga Face and I tag him. Mom! He turned around holding his face. I'm like, yo, hold it down. He's like, yo, you just cut me? You just cut me? I'm like, yo, nigga, hold it down. Don't blow it up. And I spin on him. He ain't do nothing. The other homie nigga ain't do nothing either, right? So I spin off, and then the nigga Face runs out his cell. Yeah, like screaming like that, you heard? Making it crazy hot. Now his face was leaking. And he's like, yo, I'ma kill you. He was just making a crazy scene, right? And I'm out. I'm already sliding, going in the day room. I done boofed the razor, stashed that. I'm like, I'm Gucci. Like, he got it. He's just making wild noise, acting like he's going crazy, you heard? Like, he just like bugging the fuck out. I'm going, with all type of blood dripping down his cheek and all that. And nothing happened. He ends up getting packed up. Makes it mad obvious that something just took place. And then they call the boys. We get searched. Now, mind you, keep this in mind, y'all. I just came back down from upstate. I'm down there to get resentenced for a cutting, for an assault charge. And here I am doing this dumb shit again. Yo, bro, for all of y'all that I'm saying, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I am not glorifying gangbanging in any shape, way, form, or fashion. This was my life. This was my story. This is my story. My life was a war story. And in doing so, I lost numerous amount of time of my life, numerous years of my life. Got sent in solitary confinement and in prison due to these actions and behaviors that I had. That was a part of me. So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying this to glorify anything. And this is the past. And I'm in the present. And I'm living in the present. But this is what the page is about. This page is about my life story and the things that happened that I saw, that I endured, and that I lived through while I was doing my bid. And that's what this is about, so that's how I'm going to keep it. And it's all facts. Ain't no cap in my vocabulary. You feel me? So anyway, just goes to show you how ignorant and crazy and stupid I was. That I'm over here still jeopardizing my freedom. Because dude was basically, I don't even think he was going to make a movie on me. But I ended up like, yo, forget it. He put me on point that dudes is going to do this to me, or that dudes got their eyes on me. I said, you know what? I utilized it to my advantage, and I made the move first. And, I mean, it wasn't even a crazy cutting. Like, I caught him, I'm saying, on his chin and all that, but it wasn't nothing crazy, ugly. But, I mean, he got his stitches and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I stood in that house. He didn't blow me up. He didn't say that I cut him. You feel me? So I slid with that. And I stay in the house. But the homies next door find out about it. Beat on these dudes find out what happened. They find out I'm the one that did it. And now this is when shit start getting even more interesting. Y'all already know what it is. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, man.